I think it's about time I stop making jokes because it's actually getting really serious. Um, it's the whole K-pop industry in general. I think a majority of my life I've only been dick riding one group only, and I think they pretty much know themselves. Um, but based on the recording alone, I don't think anyone would have been able to tell what the caption was going to be unless it was yes, my ego is peeking through just the same as any random white male my age right now. Well, welcome to my humble abode in Virginia. Clearly, you could tell I lack situational awareness. I think anyone would have been able to catch on the fact that I definitely need a lot of media literacy and training, but I tried my best because I was in a classroom. The only moments in life where I skipped being in the classrooms was when I moved here in 2021 in high school. Actually, most memories from my classroom days are really repressed. They are really repressed memories for myself because most of the time I did not really care. Neither did I. Um, I mean, I was my consciousness was forming my spiritual self that made me question what being myself as a human really meant. I think the energy that was compacted the most was of desire, and desire mostly manifests in, yeah. Yeah, yeah, honestly, you fucking chinks, wide-eyed people, I sometimes question myself to know if what if I had a little bit percentage of it within me, cuz I'm really, as an African, I really started to question. My dad's name is Songhai, as in Songhai. I have no idea where he got the name from. Whether it was, I mean, my grandparents on my dad's side, I never knew. But honestly, it would have led me to think that I might have a little bit of Asiatic genes within myself. Who knows? Who knows? Because I was actually fascinated by Japanese culture, especially on that Japanese embassy trip in first grade, where I first wore kimono and did all these games. That's what got me into mostly the internet culture, later on pop culture. Not obsessive as in a fetishy way, an exoticizing way, which is difficult to escape as a man, but yes, yes. I'm currently dysmorphic right now. I'm having my regrets in life, but what I learned about being human was that humans are not perfect. It invoked so many emotions within myself, regardless of the demeanor I have out. Staring at this screen, at my imaginary audience, partially speaking through the ego of someone else, which I'm not that appreciative of because I don't work under their management at all. Already got the heads up from a superiority, a superior or whatever. I call him Appa because I don't know what else to call him since I've got parental issues. Just as a joke, because I tried to be a joke, but my career failed. He gave me the heads up. I don't know if he's got to hide his identity. He, she, whatever. Gave me the heads up about what I was going to deal with when I first clicked on a Korean pop music video. Well, it started with a girl group. It was more than 5-6 members. I wrote their name down. On the paper, I was 8 years old. I wrote their name down. But then, the song, Katy Perry, Roar, just came up. I did like that Katy Perry song, but I had no idea I had no idea. I just did like the imagery depicted in the video. And I actually saw nothing wrong with it. I did not see it as problematic for my time at all. Maybe just a little bit. I couldn't ransack through my little library of books where I kept that little sheet of paper. Being religious, I probably kept it in a Bible. I kept it in a novel or something. It hurts me till this day. Because now that I think about it, they probably, just like others, were going through staff abuse, management abuse, and all that. And you know, I've got a really soft heart, as fatty as it is. I'm very, very empathetic. Not that. I think I'm also I'm thinking with logic here. What is the logic in abusing what is the logic in abusing the artists, the K-pop artists that you put out there to choreograph? I wanted to understand that as well. I just realized I did not start listening to that genre first. I had already listened to other artists before first coming across that, which thanks to whatever superior was out there to give me the heads up about what I was getting myself into, because it's one of the craziest fandoms imaginable, and they have indeed been a worldwide sensation. Actually, my hands are slipping from this aisle meant for a drink and a chat. Lately, representing my generation, I find myself listening to their music a lot more often. We all wished to be a part of the generation. Maybe the era. The 2010s timeline slowly going up. I'd say I was more influenced by the mid 2010s era. I wouldn't necessarily say I was the biggest fan, but it was what all my peers had to do. So for the true lovers of the music of that time, it was good. I came from a troubled household, and music has always been, among other things, was an escape, helped me create my own world. They went really hard on me, but since I think, I don't know if you K-pop people actually would love to work with the new Africans, but they've got love for the genre. Actually, I knew a man once who his energy loudly reached out to me. He seemed to be a person of color just as myself, just as you see on this screen. He seemed to have been wanting to tell me about how they let in foreigners inside the industry just to get effed over. I mean, it was a very, very crazy timeline. Things were getting calmer, but it was just getting started again. I think, yeah, the just the 2020s in general had people fixating on if that era should be brought back again. It's a new century. The 2000s represents a new, and we're only about a quarter in. I think this is where my education get looped in whatever traumatic episode that I'm going through right now. I just want to be really careful with my words because vultures are aware. They're getting more aware now, and I'm actually in territorial zone, as safe as it may look.